Good evening and welcome to Beginner's Civics class. Who do I have with me today? I don't recognize that name. Who is LS? Is that Lois? Okay, I'm not sure who we have, but I'm glad that you are here. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully you can see the screen okay. And just some reminders of some homework that we had from last session on Monday. This was due today for you to write your resume. So this was something that should have been completed already and sent to me. I don't think I got any yet. So I need you to complete your resume if you have not done that yet. So remember that you need to write your personal information at the top, like your name, your address, your phone number, your email, and your objective. What is the job that you want? What are your qualifications, your experience, and what is your education? And make sure that you have some references ready or available, because when you do your test for your interview, then you need to have this ready. Okay. Hi, Elsie. So homework for Monday that we went over, this was not for you guys though. This was for the intermediate class. So you don't have to do that. And this was also homework to complete the job application. This is due on Monday. So you need to complete the job application with your information and send a picture of it to me. So that's the homework that's due for Monday. Any questions about the homework? How are you coming on that, Elsie?
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Hi. What page is for the homework for Monday?
The homework for Monday is the job application.
Oh, what page?
Page 27.
27, okay.
And then this was due today. No, not this one. This is due today, your resume.
Do you receive my email?
Did you send it to me today?
Yes, I sent it probably 4 something. I sent it.
Okay, I'll check it and see.
Okay.
Oh, yep, I got it.
Okay.
That wasn't your resume though.
My resume?
Yeah, the resume should look like this, what's on the screen.
Yeah, is in there? I think I sent there. I don't know. I'm not
looks
sure.
like you sent the page about things that you should do and things you shouldn't do at an interview. That's what I got.
Okay, I have right here. I send it.
Okay, you can send it later.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so those were our homework assignments. And we're going to go ahead and continue. Again, this is the beginners class. So let's see here. Okay. We talked a little bit about when you have a job interview, then the interviewer will say something like, so tell me about yourself. And then you need to be able to talk about yourself in the interview. So what the person is going to want to know, they're going to want to know if you are a responsible person. They want to know if you can do a good job and if you can finish it on time. And then you're going to want to know some things too. You're going to want to know if it's a good job for you, what your job duties are. And you want to make sure that during the interview that you answer all of the questions and make sure you think before you start to speak. It's okay to stop and to think and then to speak. It's okay to do that, but make sure that you don't speak too fast or too softly. The interviewer has to be able to hear you. You want to sound energetic and look happy, so you should be smiling, right? And you need to look interested. Make sure that you're being attentive. You can nod your head and smile, show that you're a good listener. And you want to make sure that you are qualified for the job as well. Last time, I think we talked about this last time, about some things that are illegal for an interviewer to ask you. They should not ask you these questions. So they shouldn't ask you your age. They shouldn't ask you how old you are or what your race is. Any questions about your religion, about your health, or about your family. That's not okay for them to ask you those things. So you don't have to answer those types of questions. Excuse me, please. Okay, so this is just kind of some practice here. Let's take a look down here. What is the main purpose of the interview for the employer? What does the employer want to do in the interview? Is it A, to find out if you're a nice person, B, to find out if you can do a job, or C, to find out if you know about his business? What's the answer to that, Elsie?
I think it's B.
Right, to find out if you can do the job. Right. Okay, what do you want to know from the interviewer? About your vacation, about your duties, or about your boss?
About your boss?
No, you don't want to know yet about your boss. There's something more important than that.
Okay, what do you want to know for the okay. What do you want to know for the vacation?
No, not your vacation. Okay, there's one left.
Oh, it's for duties.
Duties, right.
Oh,
Duties
yeah.
means like the job. What kind of jobs will the person want you to do? So duties is an important word there because that's the kind of work that you need to do at the job. So you need to find out what that is, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Let's look at the next one. How do you need to speak during the interview? Loud and fast, loud and slow, or fast and soft?
Loud and slow.
Yes. Very good, loud and slow. Okay, let's look at number 4. How do you need to listen? Attentively, you need to nod or say, I see, or okay? Or would the answer be both A and B?
Attentively.
That's one of the right answers.
Or B and C. No. You need to
The answer
listen.
is C, because A and B are correct. So attentively, yes, because that means that you're paying attention.
Uh-huh.
And B shows you how you pay attention. You nod and you say, okay, or I see. So that's why C is the correct answer.
Oh, okay. Both, okay. Okay.
Let's look at number 5. What does it mean to sell yourself? Does that mean to say many good things about yourself and your job skills? To give negative examples? Or to tell about your personal life? What do you think it means to sell yourself?
I think number 1, A.
Yeah, you want to say lots of good things about yourself and talk about your job skills.
Mhm.
And the last one, do you need to tell the truth when you answer interview questions?
You need to tell-
Is it necessary to tell the truth during an interview?
Depends, I think. I think yes.
Yeah, you need to tell the truth, always.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So these are some, when the interviewer says, so tell me about yourself. These are some things that you can say or that you can't say. So for example, you would not talk about your family or about your personal problems. So you don't talk about that. But you do talk about the job that you want. You can talk about your past job, and then talk about your work skills and your personal qualities. So those are all things that you can talk about. So let's look at the example over here of a conversation. Do you want to read this together with me? Do you want to be Jane or do you want to be Mrs. Smith? Oh, sorry, Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. Jen.
You'll be Jane. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll be Mr. Smith.
Excuse me. May I come in? May I come in?
Yes, please.
Good afternoon. I am Jen Lee. I'm here about the cashier job.
Yes, come in. I am Mr. Smith. I'm the manager.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Please take a seat. Can you tell me about yourself?
I am from Korea. I would like to work as a cashier. I worked as a cashier in a supermarket in my country for 2 years. I am a very organized and responsible person, and I am very good with numbers. I work well with others, and I always follow directions.
Very good. So what kind of things did she tell about herself? What are some job skills that she said that she had?
The job skill is, let's see, forgot. Job
Okay.
skill. Let's see, I forgot that was job skill. I think it's, he worked in Korea for 2 years. Isn't very organized and responsible.
Okay, so should we can see that she's very organized. She's responsible.
Uh-huh.
And you said very good with numbers.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Does she those are some things that are good for the job, right? Because to be a cashier, you have to be organized and responsible and good with numbers. What about her personal qualities? Did she say any personal qualities that she has?
He liked to work. Oh, no, wait. I am from Korea. Mm. Um,
I'll give you a hint. It's towards the end.
oh, let me see. He's he liked to work for the other one.
Right. She says she works well with others.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the last one?
And always follow direction.
Right. Good. Those are her personal qualities right there. And what about her work experience? What experience does she have?
He had 2 years in experience for cashier.
Right. Very good. And what is her objective? What is it that she wants to do?
He went to work to the cashier.
Right.
Oh,
Very
what is
good.
that?
That's her objective. Very good. So if she were to put this information on a resume, then she has her objective that she wants to work as a cashier. She has her job experience. She has her job skills and her personal qualities. Lots of information there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at some examples of answers for when someone says, tell me about yourself. And we'll see which one is the best answer. So we're going to look at the first one. There are 2 answers, and you'll tell me which is the best answer, okay? So someone says, tell me about yourself. This is the first answer. My name is Igor. I am from Russia. I want to be an auto mechanic, but I do not have any experience in this country. In my job, I repaired cars, but all cars are different here. So that's one example. And let's look at the other example. My name is Igor. I am from Russia. I want to be an auto mechanic. In Russia, I worked as a mechanic at a garage for 3 years. I repaired many kinds of cars. I am a very organized person and I am always on time. Which one do you think is the better answer to the question, tell me about yourself? Is it A or B?
I think it's B.
Why do you think that B is the better answer?
I am.
You're right, but why do you think it's the better answer?
He's an auto mechanic in Russia.
Right, so he talks about his experience.
3 years experience. He repaired many King cars.
Yes.
I am very organized person. And I am always on time.
Right, so these are all positive things that he said about himself. In the first answer, he kind of gave some negative things, right? He says he doesn't have any experience in this country. All the cars are different. So the employer probably won't want to hire this person. But in the second answer, he talked about his experience. He talked about different kinds of cars that he fixed, and he gave some personal qualities about being organized and on time. So that's the best answer. Let's look down here at these two answers now. Can you tell me about your background? That's another way of saying, tell me about yourself. It's the same, it means the same thing. It's just a different way of saying it. So the first one, my name is Neora. I'm from Cambodia. I came here with my family 5 months ago. I have a wonderful wife and 3 children. My son is very good at sports like me. My wife is looking for a job too. Maybe you have something for me and for her. I worked in a hospital, but that was a boring job. Okay, that's the first answer, and this is the second one. My name is Neora. I am from Cambodia. I would like to work as a nurse. I worked in a hospital emergency room. I finished a nursing program 3 years ago. I am very friendly. I work well with people, and I always follow directions. Which is the best answer?
B.
Why?
The B, the person, the B is a talk for the work, and the first one he talked to the family. For him is a very good man. Is the portest man is something different.
Right. So he's talking about his family up here, which you don't want to do, right? And he said it was boring, so you don't want to say your job was boring.
Exactly. That's not right.
Right. So what are the good things in the second answer? What did he say that was good?
The lady as I like it to work a nurse. I work in a hospital emergency room. I finished a nurse program for 3 years. She had experience, or he had experience. I am she's friendly. I work well with people, and I always follow direction, you know.
Right. So there are a lot of positive things she said in that one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to skip this page actually. And you can see some more examples of people telling about themselves. If you go to this website, then you can watch 2 videos and you can see some good answers and some bad answers.
Oh, okay. I watch this later.
Yeah. Okay, so part of you have more homework, and this homework is for Monday.
Okay.
And you're going to tell about yourself.
Okay.
So to the answer, can you tell me about yourself? You just need to fill in this section here with your answers. So let me erase these here. Okay.
On the right.
So let's see. My name is, and you would write your name.
I am from.
Now
I would like to work as the number the job. On my last job I worked at. Okay. Okay, I want to section about your skill, experience, personal qualification.
Right.
Okay.
So these are just filling in the blanks, and then you have to write 1 or 2 sentences about your job skills or your experience, personal qualities, like what we saw in the good answers.
Okay.
Okay, so that will be on Monday.
Okay.
And you can rewrite it down here on the paper. Just write it all down here.
Okay.
Okay. So next, you need to be able to talk about what types of work skills you have. So we're going to take a look at that.
Okay.
And if we look at, let's say we look at this office worker right here, what kind of skills could we say that he has? It says Jose is an office worker. He can, what can he do?
Jose. What is Jose?
Just here,
San.
this, do you see the
Oh, the
picture
first
of
one?
Jose?
Oh, the office worker?
Yeah,
I
what
think
can he do?
it's I think let me see. He answered the phone.
Right, he can answer the phone.
Answer the phone.
Right, what else can he do?
He's I think he take the orders, or I don't know.
Maybe write down messages?
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
Probably.
okay, good.
He take the orders probably.
Right, so that would be this, in this section, you would just write down some work skills that a person has. So, for example, Kelvin is a cook. He can follow directions, right? You have to follow directions to be a cook. He can bake cakes. Maybe that's one of his work
Yes,
skills.
he has something for the cake.
So whatever that person can do on their job, then that's a work skill.
Okay, and the other is police officer. He
Mm-hmm.
can patrol road.
He can what?
Patrol road.
He can patrol, yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue.
No, okay.
And this is some more homework that you have for Monday. If you look at the back of your packet, all the way at the back on page 59, then there's this section called Appendix 1. And it lists a lot of different jobs and job skills. And you'll use that to answer the question right here. So you'll pick one job that you would like to apply for, and you'll list the skills that you have for that job. And you'll fill in the blanks here.
Okay.
So this is like, if this is, again, like an answer to tell me about yourself. And you could say, I am here about the office job. I can answer phones and take messages. I also can file documents. I know how to use a computer. I can be very organized and do my work quickly, or something like that. You know, so you need to find one of those that you would like to do and fill this in. So that would also be homework as well.
Okay, I have a lot of homework.
Yes, you do. A lot of homework because our test is coming up soon. I want you to be ready.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to look at some work skills now.
Okay.
And we'll do, and we can, do you want to be Alexander or do you want to be Mr. Smith?
What is that one? What number is the page, teacher?
Oh, I don't know what page this is. I don't have it on my.
Oh, this is okay. Oh yeah, I have it. Yeah, okay, it's right here. Is this saying that Jane and Mr. Smith? Or?
This time it's Alexander and Mr. Smith.
Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Smith now.
Okay, then I'll be Alexander.
Okay.
Excuse me, may I come in?
Yes, please.
Good morning. I am Alexander Rupert. I'm here about the electrician position.
Yes, come in. I am Mr. Smith. I'm the manager.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Please take a seat. Can you tell me about yourself?
Yes, I know how to do troubleshooting. I can service residential and commercial buildings. I can also read blueprints and diagrams. So we can see that there are some positive things that he said, right? He said that what he knows how to do, he knows how to troubleshoot. He talked about the different things that he can do. He talked about his job skills. So when you give your answer about your work skills, then you should name at least 3 work skills.
3 work skills?
Right. And give details about them. If there's a specific program or a specific tool that you know how to use, then you should say what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
3 different.
What was that?
I put it on my paper where you need. 3 different skills.
Okay, so this would just be some more practice here.
Yeah, B and C.
Yeah, so this is something you can do on your own. It won't be it's not homework, but it's good practice because it shows the position and it shows the job skills. So it's good practice. Okay, let me see what else here. This is for the intermediate class. Okay, so something else that they will ask you in an interview is, yeah, we're not done yet. There's more. Okay, so they will ask, do you have a job right now? When did you leave your last job? Or they might say,
can hear you. Hi. Oh my goodness.
Oops, sorry, I lost my connection. That was my computer's fault, I guess.
Oh, I don't know. That's me. I don't know. I take my.
No, it was me. Let me go back to where we were.
Okay.
Hold on. I think we were here. Okay. So another question that you might be asked in an interview is like, do you have a job now? Or why did you leave your last job? Or when can you start? So these are all some things that they may ask you in a job interview.
Okay.
So if they say, do you have a job right now? Then you should go ahead and either say yes, and then tell them where you're working. So you can say something like, yes, I'm working at Walmart. Or you might say, no, I don't have a job right now. Okay, and then they'll also ask you why you're leaving your present job. So if they ask you why you left your last job, then you want it to be something positive. So you don't want to say something like, oh, my boss was always yelling at me, or it was, a boring job. You want it to be something positive. So you could say something like, I liked my last job, but I'm looking for more responsibility.
And more money, more opportunity.
Right. Yeah, those are good responses. And just keep it, positive. I liked my job, but, or I liked the people I worked with, but, and what you needed.
Okay.
And then they'll ask you, when can you start? So usually they want someone to start very soon. So you might answer something like, I can start next week. Or if for some reason you can't, start very soon, then you should probably wait to apply for the job, because they'll want somebody pretty quickly.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so let me see here. So this is kind of some more practice where you can write your answers to the different, well, actually look up here to the, and see, well, we're just going to skip this page. We don't need to do this one. Let's see here.
Oh,
Okay, so here's some examples for these questions. Like, are you working right now? Here are some sample answers. And same thing with, why do you want to leave your job? Why did you leave your last job? These are some good answers. So you can use these, practice reading them, and
okay.
to give you some ideas.
Okay.
And we are almost done.
Oh,
Hang in there.
oh.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of information. This is, okay, so then we're
Yes,
going to go ahead and continue here. Okay, so they'll ask you, like, what shift can you work? Do you prefer full-time or part-time? So we're going to take a look at those answers. So if they ask you about the day shift, then these are the approximate hours that you would work. That would be like from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. If they asked you, or the swing shift or the evening shift, that would be from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then there's the night shift or the graveyard shift. And that's usually from midnight to 7 a.m. Full-time is when you work about 40 hours a week. Part-time is less than that. Permanent job, you have it for a long time, and temporary is for a short time. Okay, and these are just some examples of some answers. If they ask you, then you can practice answering. This is for intermediate and advanced, so we're not going to do that one. And we are almost done here. Okay, so at the end of the interview, then you might want to ask some questions, right? To help close the interview. So let's see here. Usually towards the end of an interview, then the interviewer might ask you, do you have any questions for me? And it's a good idea to think of 1 or 2 questions.
Okay.
It shows that you're interested. So even if you don't have any questions, think of a question and it will be better. Okay. But some questions you would never ask. But like, for example, you wouldn't ask, don't start asking about the salary right away, about how much money you'll make. You find that out later. So don't ask questions about the salary during the first interview unless they offer you the job, and then you can go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Don't ask any questions about vacation time or sick days. And don't ask any personal questions for the interviewer. But some questions that you could ask, what are the day-to-day duties of this job? Or ask about the next step. Like, okay, when will you make a decision? Or when do I expect to hear from you? Those are all reasonable questions. And then when you finish, you'll say something like, it was nice to meet you.
Okay.
And say thank you, smile, and make eye contact, and be friendly. And you're all done. That wasn't so bad, right?
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay, so on Monday, then we will finish our lessons. We should be all finished on Monday, and we will set appointments for doing the test. Because the test we're going to do in Zoom or in person at the school. So on Monday, I'll give you information about that.
Okay, that's fine,
Right.
teacher.
Okay, well, have a great weekend.
You too, teacher. Have a great weekend. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
your help.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
okay, bye-bye.
Bye.